I am good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Valerie, for joining this event. So, just give me a one moment.
Right. All right. Thank you, Tyler. I'm glad you.
Okay. So before we start the presentation, I would like to give a brief introduction to the audience who you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the incredible Valerie Waysome. With over 23 years of experience in the healthcare industry, Valerie has dedicated her life to inspiring and empowering others to achieve their goals and dreams. As a brave thinking certified dream builder coach and licensed life coach with the International Coach Federation, Valerie has guided countless patients, students, and organizations towards accelerated results, creating richer and more fulfilling lives along the way. So, Valerie's impressive credentials, including a master's degree in social science and a bachelor's degree in community health, underscore her commitment to personal and professional development. As a sought after speaker and trainer, she has shared her wisdom and insights through transformational workshops for educational and healthcare organizations, leaving a lasting impact on all those fortunate enough to attend. So please join me in giving a warm round of applause to remarkable Valerie Wesson. So that's a great introduction of Valerie. So yes, Valerie, you can occupy the stage.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, hi everyone. It's really nice to meet and connect with you all today. So I'm going to be talking about the three steps of transformational spiritual empowerment that I personally took after experiencing traumatic loss of of loved one. And so now, I'm here to sort of be a person that is here to inspire you to almost, I guess, take the same steps that I took to go from pain to perseverance to peace after loss. So I'm going to start my slides. And again, bonjour. I'm happy to be here. So, the legendary Muhammad Ali once said, if your mind can conceive it, your heart can believe it, then you can achieve it. I love that mantra because it really speaks to how I see spiritual transformation working in my life. So, I have a question for you. Would you agree with me that we all deserve to live abundant, fruitful, and harmonious lives? And that we all deserve to reach our highest visions and our biggest dreams and have our deepest desires fulfilled? Well, are you aware you were made on purpose for a purpose? So I've come to understand that not only do you deserve to live abundantly, it's your sacred right to be all that you were created to be. And when we start to realize this very important notion and take action steps towards facilitating it, all of life's energy source will align in your favor to conspire with the universe to make this dream reality come true for you. So again, thank you for having me here to talk on this very important, what I feel important spiritual transformation topic today, because living out your dreams, like me being here on this stage today with you all, are the most important thing you can ever do to empower yourself to become a greater light to the world. Well, have you ever, so here's the big question, have you ever felt stuck in your life, in a certain area of your life? Wouldn't you like to transform your daily humdrum lifestyle, your menial day to day routine, and the constant hardship and frustrations we typically tend to experience complete optimal breakthroughs in your life? Wouldn't you love to experience happier relationships, vibrant health, career aspirations beyond your wildest dreams, time freedom, financial freedom, joy, peace, prosperity, and happiness? Well, the results you see in your life are a direct correlation with your mindset and how you think. So, wouldn't you love to get clarity on the next chapter of your life, the next steps to take to gain a clearer vision of what your best dream life could actually feel like? Wouldn't you love to be more purpose driven instead of circumstance driven? Learning how to align with your inner spirit power is key to the success you can seek in life. Your inner spirit power is where this energy is rooted. So, learning how to activate this inner energy to empower yourself is key. It might be hard. It might be a hard concept for some to believe that we all possess individual gifts and talents within us that are spiritually ordained, just waiting to emerge. And everything you need to manifest abundance in your life is strategically fixed in your mindset. You just need to believe you have the power within for you to attain it. Your awareness and your mindfulness of how it is, retrieved is key to manifesting it. So it's important to understand that we live in a spiritual world. This is a world filled with spiritual warfare and attacks. And it is a fundamental spiritual principle. We are all spiritual beings living in our physical bodies. And we're all composed of physical, mental, and spiritual integral parts. So it's essential to understand that this very important fact because on a day to day basis, our bodies are actually emitting energy out into the universe. Our spiritual bodies are therefore connected to that universe on a vibrational frequency level. So, learning how to rewire your subconscious mindset is so key to renewing your thought processes so that regardless of your life circumstances and your frustrating situations, you begin to tap into the dominant vibrational energy force connected to the universe that subsequently leads you to complete harmony and fulfillment in your life. So, breaking the chains that bind you is my coaching mantra, and it represents empowerment and freedom from life's bondages. Yes, I'm an ICF PCC empowerment life coach, and I'm also an Mary Morrissey Dream Builder certified life coach. So, why don't you get what you want in life? What limiting belief systems could potentially be holding you back? Is it, do you feel stuck in your life and you don't know where to start? Or are you too focused on your problems and not in the solutions? And do you experience the saboteur imposter syndrome, the feelings of unworthiness or feelings of not being qualified? Or are you plagued by the starting and the stopping syndrome? How do we begin the process to manifest and activate our highest dreams, especially when we're stuck in our daily routines and our comfort zones? We all possess five basic sensory organs and six basic mental faculties. So, envisioning the life you want is where you begin the process to activate the life you want through the perceptive, imaginary visualization, and intuitive connections to your inner spirit soul. So, just know you have the ability within you to create whatever you want in life through the effective utilization of your higher mental faculties and your senses to bring life into whatever you desire. How? Well, it's a mindset awareness shift. And so by stimulating cinematographic images repetitiously into your mindset daily, you're essentially imprinting the manifestation process. So, what are your higher faculties? Well, number one, intuition, perception, imagination, memory, reason, and will. The five senses are sight, auditory, smell, taste, and touch. These sensory structures constantly transmit information to our brains to help us perceive and understand the world around us. So you might be asking, where do I start? How do I get from point A to point B when I'm not exactly clear? Awareness is key. Pay attention to your inner stirrings. It begins when you envision what you want in life and then take conscious, committed action steps towards it. That's when breakthrough occurs. So, how do you use your knowledge? Might be the question. The law of compensation dictates you reap what you sow in life. So, whatever you define your life to be is what you get. Your higher mind will bring you what you desire. So, envisioning and activating the life you want starts with connecting to your innate perceptions, your imagination, and your intuition. So, the connection to your inner spirit is what activates the process towards your ultimate transformation. So, spiritual transformation starts with your awareness. According to author Shazad Shamin, all of our stresses in life and our hindrances in life are caused by our own inner mindset. These are our saboteurs, he says. And saboteurs are the negative thoughts and habits and patterns that live deep inside your subconscious mind and derail your performance and your happiness. All your stress comes from believing the lies of your saboteurs rather than trusting the wisdom of your sage, which is within you. Your mindset can be a psychological detractor. It's the hidden enemy within your subconscious mind. And this saboteur critic would like nothing more than for you to quit your higher purpose and your ordained assignment. So learn to seek your highest dreams and finish your goals. And that way you will move towards transformation and live your best life. There's a higher spirit sage within you. And when you start to utilize powerful I am statements like I'm a child of God, I'm a joint heir with Christ. I mean, as a Christian, these are what I lean mostly into. The late Miles Monroe, he was a Bahamian evangelist. He spoke on our inner gifts. And he said once, the wealthiest place on earth where the greatest treasures are actually buried is not found in diamond minefields or banks, but at your local cemetery. This is where companies never got started, inventions never created, best selling books never were written, and masterpieces were never painted. Why? Well, what you see starts with me. You can manifest whatever you want in life, but learning how to master your mindset is key so that regardless of your life circumstances, you begin to tap into the major dominant vibrational energy that leads to fulfillment in life. It's an immersive deep dive into your subconscious psyche that leads you into a transformative spiritual experience for unlocking a full spectrum of success. Well, again, my 3 steps to spiritually transform your life begins with your imagination. It's about tapping into your perceptions and your intuition. And then step 2 is declaring. You got to use these strong I am statements. For me, it was through my faith. And then you take action steps utilizing your reasoning and your will, which is all part of your higher, faculties. So my personal peace journey after I lost someone very dear to me and how I began to unlock my transformative life began with my imagination. It began with prayer and meditation. This really helped to ground and center me. And then step 3 was again declaring repetitiously these daily I am statements, these powerful, empowering affirmations that were positive. And again, this came from the spirit within. And this served as a spiritual nutrient to me that I consumed daily, which helped to uplift me to think more clearly, more positively, and more healthily after my traumatic loss. My journal began in, then it ended up as a book. So these were the action steps I took, and my book, Addiction, Steal, Kill, and Destroy, was birthed as a result of it. So, my mission Well, why my book? I'm a spiritual empowerment coach. And so, mostly because my life journey and my background experiences during my formative years began in Oxford, England, where I was born and raised. And then I came to this country when I was 18. And so, my journey kind of began from that point on in terms of some of the experiences that I experienced in this spiritual warfare world that we live in. And when I began to write my journal after the loss, that's when I saw my life begin to change. So, the law of compensation and attraction is a big concept for most people to understand, much less believe. The idea is to manifest whatever you yearn for, to achieve in life by stimulating. It's a strong state of desire for whatever it is you want. And this vibrationally activates your goals and attracts it to move closer to your life. Because again, we're spiritual beings. So, most thought leaders, this is their number one tool. And it's an absolute game changer. And this is what I came to understand, that you must first envision what you want and then write it down in a very detailed manner to evoke the spiritual energy towards it, and your mind to embody the goals that you want will help you get into this state of flow. And then the desire state is where everything moves and shifts in your life on your behalf. But the desire for what you want has to be really strong for it to move. And that occurs when you stay positive. So, learning how to raise your vibrational spirit energy force is how you start to elicit this positive energy into the universe. And when you do it repetitiously, your goals will then begin to manifest and materialize. But you have to stay in a positive mindset, because positive thoughts attract positive outcomes, and emitting positive energy repetitiously is key. It's a key component to your manifestation process and success. So, learning how to utilize your intuitive mind to practice reflecting on different perspectives and ideas, because this is a good way to inspire and drive new thoughts that change the stubborn ingrained imprints that are lodged deep in your subconscious mind, to envisioning and reframing the life you want. This is when things start to shift. So we all have these big dreams and these big goals, and so you need to take action. And if you can't really think of how to get started, the six main dominant empowering awareness things that coaches use to get you to start thinking along those lines are your relationships, health, your finances, your vocation, your occupation, your career, time, money, freedom, faith. These are some of the ways that you start to, get those stirrings going towards your manifestation process. Your mindset, however, is where your enemy saboteur camps out. He's the inner enemy. He's a psychological detractor. This saboteur critic would like nothing more than to see you quit your higher purpose assignment, your goals. Therefore, you know, you need to be forever mindful of this negative, sabotaging entity and energy. So, by following my 3 step coaching strategies, you will begin to unleash your inner spirit power. And again, I did that through my imagination, which was step one. That required deep focus and awareness. And step two was the declarations, the self mastery. I am powerful statements through my faith. And then, thirdly, that led to the action steps that I took along with the accountability. So, as the highest creature on earth, you are divinely made. We need to be aware of that. Living with divine intentionality as the highest creature being that was created, you have inherited an inner spirit power. You possess within you spiritual gifts and talents that are activated vibrationally through alignment with your inner spirit stage. So, how do you begin? Because life gives you what you want. and what you believe in. So when you envision what you see, this is a kind of integration of what is enlivening you, what makes you grow, what makes you thrive. This is one way to look at the imagination, the vision process to help you get more clarity on how to transform your life, to allow yourself to envision a life that is more future focused and fulfilling in a more positive way. You are in charge of your own destiny. So you get to define what that looks like for you. So this is about focus, it's about clarity. There's things that you can have in life. Your only limits are your own belief systems. That um, that was my vision board. You have to, you know, design a vision board. That's one way to get it started. And two, you make a declaration. Again, life gives you what you believe. So regularly declaring what you want is so important. So, one place to start the self empowerment manifestation process is to model. It's called modeling. You might ask yourself, who has the life or the business that you value or desire the most? For me, that was Joyce Meyer. She's an American author and speaker, and also the Dream Builder, CEO Mary Morrissey. She's an author, minister, and personal development life coach. So, connecting to your big why. Why do you want it? My big why after traumatic loss of a loved one in 2019, I wanted to encourage, support, uplift, edify, and support, and walk beside others who also had experienced traumatic loss. I wanted to help spiritually transform those experiencing bereavement to get over onto the other side of grief, so that they can experience freedom and walk in peace. So, discovering the Dream Builder transformational program help model it for me towards my coaching niche. My mission was to become an empowerment life coach and a public speaker, and my book was birthed as a result of that. So, again, declaring what you want. My journal became my book, and it started with, it could start for you writing a future forward letter with goals for yourself. So, you're your own story. You're your own writer to your story. So the action steps, again, they have to be with clarity and accountability. You have to ask yourself, what do you want to attain? And I would suggest write out three personal and three personal professional goals that you will achieve maybe in the next 12 months. So to do that, you need to kind of keep in mind, set smart goals that are specific, that are measurable, that are attainable and realistic and time based. So, this is just a synopsis of my personal goals, and I can tell you they all came true. So, you got to have faith over fear. This is the path to transformation, and it begins when you have a clear vision of what you want and you demonstrate faith over fear and commit to taking the action steps towards it with accountability. Don't keep it a secret. Declare it to the world. So this is my declaration right here. You want to make it very clear and specific and measurable and attainable. So spiritual empowerment. I'm a coach and I'm here. So what are the benefits of hiring a coach? You would get vision clarity, breakthroughs, accountability, get real results fast, and a coaching co-pilot to support you, and ultimately live the life you want to live with purpose. So, my spiritual healing journey from pain to peace after experiencing major loss revealed my purpose. And that was a desire to serve those that I feel I'm destined to edify and support, those that are called spiritually as my vibrational match, that the message is divinely ordained for them and to break free. So, that concludes my topic today. Anyone there? Do you have any questions?
Hi, Valerie. That
Yeah.
was really a fantastic presentation. Yes, we do have a question from our audience. So, what role do mindfulness and meditation play in strengthening the mind and enhancing the flow of positive energy in one's daily routine?
Oh, so the question was, how do I sort of transmit that positive energy? Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. What was the question?
What role do mindfulness and
Okay.
meditation
Okay.
play in strengthening the mind and enhancing the flow of positive energy?
Oh, because for me personally, it really helped to ground and center me in a way that helped to sort of evoke the vibrational frequency that ultimately is connected to the universe that starts that transformation. But it has to do with your faith. So we all have, or we all, I'd like to think, we subscribe to a higher power, depending on who that higher power is for you. Um, when you have faith in that higher power, whatever that is for you, if that's what stimulates that vibrational frequency, because we're spiritual beings and we're living in a physical body, but we're connected to a vibrational, we emit energy into the universe. Everything has energy. And that's where the spirit realm comes in. And so it, most people aren't even aware of how this works, but that's how you connect to, the transformational process. And it starts with grounding yourself and centering yourself in your faith.
Whoever answered this question, I think they got the answer for this. So thank you so much for sharing the great presentation with WIN Virtual Summit 2024. So yes, please join our next speaker, Joanne Cantu. So she is waiting in the backstage. So please join our next speaker. Thank you so much, Valerie, for joining,
Yeah.
and have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you, Melinda.